What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we'll be talking about how the dev team seems to be growing and also the potential Traversal update coming or rework coming to Marvel's Avengers. But before we get on to this video, I want to thank you guys so very much for leaving a like, subscribing, all that stuff. You guys have been killing it lately on the videos. Honestly, guys, you're doing an insane job. We're at 266 subscribers. So please, let's get to 270. And that'll be very, very awesome. Because honestly, like I said, all my videos lately, you guys have been killing it. You guys show me you want to see more from this channel, and I want to bring you more for this channel. So please consider hitting that subscribe button and leave a like and all that awesome stuff. Now, without further ado, let's dive on into this video. So basically, we're gonna first talk about the dev team growing and all that stuff. That was a few days ago. We saw Brian Wagner on Twitter. Awesome guy, amazing dev for Marvel's Avengers. He has actually been posting a few things that have been, on their career list when you go to the Crystal Dynamics webpage and stuff. But the specific ones I believe he was actually were looking for were like the hero designers, boss designers, all that stuff, which is very awesome to see because obviously this game needs a lot of people on deck, especially with the whole Enforcer deal that's coming. We don't know when that's gonna be finalized, probably by the end of September, to be honest, or September in that month. But clearly, this shows that I feel like the game is going to continue if they're hiring right now. Because why would this game, if this game is quote-unquote dead, why are they hiring people? That makes no sense, literally. So, honestly, with more people hands on deck, this is a very good sign to see more people developing content and also more people to hopefully fix these bugs. Because, yes, I do address these bugs because, yes, I do experience some of them, but not those game-breaking ones, but more like kind of visual ones, nothing too crazy. But like you people that still get those crazy ones, I'm sorry for you guys. Hopefully there's a fix coming for those soon. I think they did mention in update patch 2.4 that's coming tomorrow, by the way, if you haven't noticed. It's definitely coming tomorrow when the whole reset in general. But they didn't say there to be a potential fix for the whole Mega Hive thing, which I believe Brian Wagner also said it's not just tied to the Mega Hive, which is interesting. So definitely, hopefully that gets fixed for everyone. Actually, I heard a lot of people characters are going crazy and stuff. But yeah, but it does seem like the dev team is going to be growing in these next few months, which is very nice to see. They really I think Brian Wagner on Twitter said that they're augmenting it really and not really getting a whole new team in. So it's very nice to see that, honestly. But now moving on to the potential Traversal updates might be coming to Marvel's Avengers. So honestly, shout out to the guy that actually, to the man, the guy, whatever you want to say, to Ty the Pharaoh on Twitter. I woke up and I saw this stuff coming up on my feed. I'm like, okay, let me just rewind, track back and everything. So Ty the Pharaoh, that is actually his Twitter account, so he was awesome about that. So shout out to him. And he actually posted, I think he said it on the tweet, he did mention saying that was like a few months ago, whatever, a few weeks ago, how he made like a list of improvements to the game. So I'll definitely obviously show you these lists, or at least some of the lists, and I'll be going through it as well. So going through the list now, we have is to the development teams, Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics, we and the Avengers family, the players, love this game, but you all need to make a huge improvements. These improvements that are needed. Characters that need movement improvements, so this is the more traversal aspects, is Hulk should jump further with his intrinsic meter or hold down the jump button when he lands to do a further jump. I always say they should do a Disney Infinity move where in the skill tree for Hulk, Black Panther, Cap, like some characters where if you hold the jump button, they do a super jump, they get higher. So definitely they should just do that, honestly, or the intrinsic. That's a very awesome thing. He also said the Black Panther should definitely run as fast or faster than Captain America with his intrinsic meter. It's also absurd how Black Panther can't run faster. That is true. I always feel like when I hold the intrinsic for Black Panther, I do feel like he does run a little bit faster, but honestly, they really should increase his speed a lot. He didn't mention anything about Cap or anything, but that's coming down the line with what Brian says about Cap. So, in-game rejoin feature. There are a lot of multiple games that have this. If a player gets disconnected, they should automatically join in progress with checkpoints. It's top priority. Yes, I agree. Loadouts. There are many players that have many hard-working builds. We need to be able to have multiple builds to choose from. Loadouts is just be there with the no usage since War for Wakanda. That is also true. Yes, they set it up with the whole rework of the what's it called? The menu, the UI, and everything, which looked awesome and stuff. And they did say loadouts should be coming. We're still waiting on that. Why is it not here? To be honest, but I really want some more information on that. Bugs and glitches, obviously. We need all the staff and development teams to fully analyze and put in efforts to fix the majority of the bugs and glitches that take the fun and experience away. Top priority. Obviously agree. We need these bugs fixed. Of course, honestly, because, a lot of people have been experiencing of really heavy ones, especially with that whole Mega Hive mess thing or whatever. So hopefully that gets fixed tomorrow on patch 2.4. So, yeah. But what Brian Wagner actually commented back onto that thing on Twitter said this. Had a discussion just the other day about traversal on some heroes like Cap, Black Panther, Hulk, and potential updates we could do. Nothing to announce, but we are discussing it. Which is very awesome to see that they're starting to discuss different ways to do the traversal, because we know that the traversal has been now almost 2 years, just been the same basically. But if they could improve it for not just these 3 characters, say, I don't know, they increase Iron Man and Thor's fly speed, just by a little bit, while also increasing the running speed of most of the characters, or doing these super jumps and stuff. That would be awesome to see. So, it's like you said in the thing, nothing to announce. We are discussing it though, which is very nice. At least they're starting to talk about it more. So, what do you guys think from all this news and stuff? Basically, these last few days. Patch 2.4 comes out tomorrow. Let me know if you're also excited to see a new update, or also just a rework in general of the reward system and events and everything. So I'll do a whole review on that on Friday, so stay tuned for that. So leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.